Have you ever met somebody that won Queen for a Day? Or do you remember Queen for a Day? Well, that's going to be part of my day today. I'm not the queen. Okay, you guys. Welcome. This is #Tea Tuesday is hosted by our friend Patty at Life with Patty. You can go over and check and see what she posts today and what everyone else in this awesome collaboration posts. I'm drinking water, coffee earlier. I'm videoing this later in the day. Actually, a little hint. I'm sitting here in the hospital cafeteria and I just had a wonderful lunch. I'll be showing you that too. Stay tuned. You're going to hear all about several good things in my life today. Hope you enjoy it. I have a little running around today. I just went to a prayer meeting. By the way, this is almost ready to come off, my little scab from my skin doctor. I don't dare pull it off because if I do, you know, then another one I have to grow back. So I'm putting up with it. Actually, now that I'm in the neighborhood, I'm going to stop by and see my friend DEE. She's been on my video before, and I'm going to go in and see if I can see her. It's been a while since I've been there. A little windy today, and stay tuned. I got some more stops to make. This might be a vlog today.
Away this past year.
Who was this?
Her name is Nelda.
Your friend.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Her Pinkerton was her when a man named Lee Maris, and I never knew him.
Tell us about when you won Queen for a Day.
Yeah.
That was so fun.
This was my sister-in-law. Sent for tickets for Queen for a Day, the old TV show.
You didn't live very far away, did you?
No. I lived in Southern California, and the Master of Ceremonies was Jack Bailey, and Jean Cagney, the sister of James Cagney, was on the show too. And anyway, so they chose there was 80 ladies there. We had lunch. It was really nice. And then out of the 80, they chose 20 people and to be interviewed for the show. And I was one of the 20. That was a surprise. And out of the 20, they chose 5. Out of the 5, I was one of the 5. And the next thing I knew, they were clapping for me. We just told our story. My husband had just died, and so it was kind of a sob story, but I was determined I wasn't going to cry. And I didn't. So that was a Friday. The show was, and then on Saturday was our day in Hollywood. So they picked me up and my mother. I took my mother with me. And you went a day in Hollywood.
Okay.
And so that was one of my gifts. Although I received a lot of gifts. There was a dining room set and a new stove and refrigerator. I don't remember exactly how much. Well, it was a big stove.
Stove. Okay.
And what's happened to that? I don't know. After I came in here, they had a yard sale.
Oh, yes.
And so I don't know where all those things are now. It doesn't matter.
Now, what did you tell him for your story? You said your husband,
my husband had just died.
And you had
left
three.
Me with 3 little tiny girls.
Okay.
Dale was the oldest, and she was 8, just turned 8. And Debbie had not turned 6 yet. And Donna had not turned 4 yet. So they were little children. And so, but I was determined I was going to tell the story, my life, briefly, and not cry. So a lot of them did cry, and you felt so sorry for them. And I didn't want to be somebody.
And what did you ask for? Did you ask for?
I asked for clothes and books for college.
Okay.
Because I got married to Dale right out of high school. We were going to be. We were born the same day, so we were going to be getting married on our birthday just for fun. When we would have been 19, still young. But he got a job is in Colorado. He got a job in a little town, and he wrote me a letter and says, I want you to go ahead and get married so you can cook for me.
Was you a good cook then?
No. Well, my parents owned a bakery. Well, I didn't need to cook. We had
You just had bread, huh?
Yeah.
Donuts?
So everything.
Huh.
But back then, I don't think they have them now, but standalone bakeries, but we did then. And yeah, my parents, Daddy made everything. So I had a very blessed childhood.
Did you get a crown when you was queen for a day?
They put a crown on my.
They did.
They put it on the table.
Oh, on the
table. It was a stage show that night, and my table was right at the edge of the stage. And I remember a little girl came over to me and she said, why do you have a crown and we don't have a crown? I told her, I said, well, I won a TV show and they put a crown on my table.
That's awesome. I think I have some pictures. Maybe I can find them and put them with this video here. And how old did you say you are now?
In December, I'll be 93. My husband didn't live very long. And we were born the same day as I said. And we had just had our 28th birthday when he was killed on his job.
Boy, so that's young.
He left me with 3 little tiny girls. His mother and I were very close. I mean, some people had trouble with mothers-in-law.
Oh, yes.
She was a real blessing. And she continued to consider me her daughter. I'm in this place.
This is assisted living. You have a studio.
Yeah. It's not a nursing home.
Yeah.
Assisted living, and they do assist me.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
really
awesome. My mom lived here.
Really?
You know, yes, her last.
That's kind of what I think. Well, at 93, almost 93, then I can't have very many more years.
Right.
So when I'll talk to God. God, whenever you're ready for me, I'm ready to go.
There you go. That's a good time. Yeah. Do you still get to go to church with your daughter?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
She takes me takes me to, we go to the Foursquare.
Yes, I remember you used to go.
Now.
The same one you went to, right.
I grew up in the Assembly of God.
Yes.
The beliefs are the
very
same.
Close, yes.
Yeah.
Awesome.
She's very active in the leadership of the church. Not anymore.
Right, yeah.
She did.
Yeah.
She does. And there was one day that for some reason the pastor wasn't there, and she took over.
Oh my goodness, that's
she
awesome.
gave a message. And afterwards, we were going home, and I said, well, you were really good, honey.
That's so good. Yeah. I was going to tell you this was so loud here that I am at the hospital. This is where I was born. Of course, they've improved it and made it so much bigger since I was here. My great-grandson was born here just before midnight last night. So I'm hoping to see them at this point. And my son was in there. He had some kind of intestine blockage, and they're working on that. And I'll be telling you a little bit more about that. So you can say a prayer for him, and I'm going in to see if I can see him. Inside this lobby is this player piano. Isn't it gorgeous? Look at that. I love this. Yeah. I'm here at the hospital. I just went to see my new great-grandbaby. Got to hold him for a little while. He's really big. And then saw my son, and they're working on him. He seems to be a little better, so I keep praying for him. Then I came in this cafeteria, and look at this lunch I'm gonna have. Tofu entree. It was $3.99 with tax. $4.31. Look at that. Let's see how that tastes. Jonah Titus weighed in at 9 pounds, 15.5 ounces, and he's 22 inches long. My last stop for the day was to go by and drop my voting ballot off. I voted. I hope you did too. Thank you guys for joining me today for this mini vlog. And thank you for watching Tea Tuesday. Please come back. I want to add, I've seen Gordon. He's doing better. They will be monitoring him, and it looks like probably he'll get out in a couple of days. You can still say a prayer for him, and I appreciate it. Don't forget, Jesus loves you. He loves you every day of your life. See you tomorrow. Give somebody a smile.